NETAJI, Birth of Indian Independence. You are listening to a special audio series, NETAJI, Birth of Indian Independence, on your very own ACE FM. By now, we have learned about the fearless character of little SubhashChandra from his childhood by listening to the whole beach incident that took place in the city of Puri in the last episode. We also came to know about his close relationship with his elder brother SubhashChandra since childhood. Now to know more about another interesting story of Netaji's childhood, stay with us, that is RJ Mini, and the writer of this audio series, Manoj Swami, on your very own ACE FM. Episode 2, Self-Respecting. Even though NetajiSubhashChandraBose may have been born in Cuttack City on 23rd January 1897 in a prosperous family, Swami Vivekananda announced to the world 3 days after Subhash's birth about an upcoming revolution and that the people of India should prepare themselves for the future by saying this famous quote, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached," during a convention on 26 January 1897 for India's freedom struggle in Tamil Nadu. Sharad came to know that Subhash is fearless a few months ago after that incident in Puri, but he realized how sensitive and self-respecting his little brother Subhash was only after another interesting incident. Before telling that story, it is of utmost importance to understand the basic nature of Subhash from childhood. Netaji's father, Janakinath Bose, was a renowned lawyer who represented the British power. His mother, Prabhavati Devi, was a daughter of the famous Datta family of North Calcutta, and her personality was quite impressive. Netaji was the 9th child of the Bose family. After Subhash, Janakinath Bose and Prabhavati Devi had 5 more children. He had a huge family which did not lack anything financially, but sometimes some children felt a lack of affection and love of their parents, as their love was divided between all the siblings. Netaji also felt something similar in his childhood, and as a result, he was very quiet and an introvert in nature. Father Janakinath Bose was very involved in his work and the educational progress of Netaji's 5 elder brothers. Conversation in their household used to be in Bangla, but as Netaji's 5 elder brothers used to study in a convent school, they spoke fluent English. Janakinath used to feel very happy and proud of Netaji's brothers on their fluency in English. His attention was largely on their progress and less on little Subhash. Mother Prabhavati tried hard to fulfill this lack of father's love, but after having a few children post Subhash, her attention towards him reduced due to her duties towards the younger children of the family. Subhash now had to sleep at night in a separate room with his elder brothers and without his mother. Little Subhash was accustomed to listening to Prabhavati's stories and lullabies at night, and then suddenly he was deprived of even this little pampering. There were nights when he could not sleep and used to wait for the morning when he could return to his mother's arms and embrace her tightly to take in a breath of peace and affection. When Subhash turned 4 years old, a big function was organized at their home on his birthday. But in that function, everyone's eyes were fixed on Subhash's 5 convent school-going elder brothers. Janakinath Bose was busy in flaunting Subhash's 5 elder brothers' fluency in English among the guests. Poor Subhash kept searching for importance in the eyes of Janakinath Bose even on his birthday. Only his elder brother Chandra Bose realized this, that too after an incident that night. On that night, Subhash was very sad. Prabhavati Devi was also busy in entertaining the guests who came to the house that evening, and a thought arose in Subhash's mind that he had no place in this family. He was unable to sleep that night. Another thought was flooding in his mind, that he should leave the house and go away. Perhaps this would make his family to realize how lonely he has been feeling. Around 12 o'clock in the night, he got up from his bed and opened the door of his room. He started walking towards the main door of their residence to leave the house. As he stepped out of the house, he realized that it was pitch dark and there was complete pin-drop silence on the road outside. Subhash did not even know which direction to take and where he had to go, but that he had to leave his home because he had made up his mind. Subhash's nature was quiet, but he was very resolute in his stubbornness. For the first time in his life, Subhash crossed the threshold of his house alone and saw the unknown world outside with his own eyes. He went ahead and reached the intersection of the road. His dilemma increased after reaching there, as all the four paths at the crossing of that square were leading in all the four different directions. He had no idea in which direction to head. Just then he heard a voice from behind. "Subhash, what are you thinking? Take any one of the direction, but you will still come back here because the world is round." When Subhash looked back in shock, he found that his elder brother, Chandra Bose, was standing right behind him. Sharad had seen his little brother quietly leaving the room and going out of the house. He just wanted to see how far would his 9-year-old younger brother move in this pitch-dark night without a destination in mind. He already had a fair knowledge about the courage of Subhash, but he was also aware of his innocence. At that very moment, Sharad Chandra realized that his younger brother only needed a little guidance in life. He understood that if Subhash gets the knowledge of the right direction to move in his life, then on the sheer strength of his courage, he may achieve greatness and set an example for the whole world to follow. Sharad went ahead and hugged his younger brother with great affection and resolve in his heart that he would take Subhash under his protection and would ensure that he gets proper guidance that will move him in the right direction in his life. Sharad Chandra Bose was very impressed with Swami Vivekananda, and from that same night, Subhash started listening to the stories of Swami Vivekananda. Sharad Chandra Bose played a huge role in Subhash's life while he was growing up, and even played a role of an advisor in taking every decision of Subhash in his struggle for freedom throughout his life. Hope you have liked the second episode of this special audio series as well. Stay tuned to hear the important and entertaining story of Netaji's childhood and youth with us. With us, I mean me, RJ Mini, and the writer of the audio series, Manoj Swami, on your very own channel, Ace FM.